Hello y'all, welcome to another video of my channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, drinking some lemon water, ready to take a ride on another esoteric cloud. And what is an esoteric cloud? In case you didn't know, in case you are not familiar with my channel, a esoteric cloud is a vehicle that we take on this channel. It's a spaceship, alright? It's like a cloud that you see outside, and like the clouds that we see outside, they are floating above this realm, right? They are floating above our physical vessel, our body, right? So that's what we do in general in this channel. We go into a lighter vehicle that can float above this realm. It can go to a more expanded perspective of this realm and of another realm, so our spirit can experience more and more lightly, because that vehicle is less dense, is also lighter as in weight, and is vibing on a higher frequency than the body and the vehicles that we generally use down here. So let's go. This video is about geomancy, right? Geomancy, and this will be the first video of the series. So the title for this specific video is Geomancy, aka Crystals and Gems, all right? And how to introduce this topic? Let's see. Okay, Crystals and Gems. It's like a very good tool to increase your experience, or to increase the depth that you consciously, okay, and subconsciously put yourself into your spirituality, okay? Because crystals and gems can work as a container, okay, to your intention, to your frequency and vibration. And then, by you carrying your crystals and gems around with you, you carry certain parts, certain purposes, certain intentions that you have placed into those gems with you. So when you are in a circumstance or an environment that do not support your individuality, or do not support a certain principle or a certain vision that you uphold very personally and very individual to yourself, those crystals can expand or can create a field around you that is that frequency and vibration, that is that intention, so that empowers you and can repel things that do not support your frequency and vibration, okay? That's the general purpose of crystals and gems, is to remind you, to remind your spirit, to remind the spirits in you. My wand, I was feeling I was missing something. And you can remind spirits around you and the spirits outside of you that you are present in your space, okay? And you have representatives, you have goons, you have the troops with you, all right? So, crystals and gems, geomancy. Geomancy is like magic, is the art to use a crystal and gem, okay, like this carnelian, like this amethyst, like this ruby in zeolite, okay, is to use those crystals in your favor, okay, in your behalf. So, let's go more in general. Let me place, I have some crystals to show y'all here with me. Let me explain you a bit more scientifically, all right, a bit more from the light side, from the external side, how in my perspective crystals work, okay? Because I have that sun in Aquarius, I have that Mars in Libra, I have that Aquarius stellium. I like to explain why spirituality work, okay? Because personally I think that spirituality have suffered from the lack of good logical representatives, good logical explanations. But there is a reason to it. It's because if we explain too much, if we bring too much the darkness into the light, is not darkness anymore. So if we bring our spirit too much into reality, our spirit gets lost, and then it's not spirituality anymore, you see? So we have to be careful. So let me not go too deep, okay? But let me explain why I think crystals and gems are a powerful, powerful tool, okay, for our individuality, for our spirituality. Because our spirit creates things into existence through its frequency and vibration, through its will. We will things into existence, right? And crystals and gems can be reminders and can be anchors to that will or to those various wills that we possess. Why? Because the frequency and vibration becomes light. In this physical realm, we use light. We created something first, all right, our frequency and vibration, and then it accumulates, and the things, because then our frequency and vibration evolves and transforms into, as it accumulates, because we are always producing, we are always creating. Don't forget, you are the creator, right? We are always creating. That's why it's very important to be aware of your thoughts, feelings, and the spaces that you are in, because it doesn't matter if you are in a good place or in a bad place, you are always creating, so be aware of that. So we are always creating, right? So the frequency and vibration that we firstly create as a spirit, when we become aware of something, it accumulates and it becomes more denser forms. And one of the more influential forms is light. Okay, especially in this realm that we live very external. In this realm we know, but the generality of people is very lost into the left brain, into the external light. It's very important to know that what we see is light, but there is something behind that light. Okay, there is something that has created that light, and there is something that controls that light. Okay, so don't be too fooled by the lights that you see outside. Don't be too fooled by words, okay? Don't be too fooled by explanations and actions. Always remind yourself there is a spiritual nature, there is a spiritual meaning, there is something behind that light, okay? But the physical things are light, okay? Everything is a form of light, is a different shape and form of light, vibing on a different level of density and frequency. And that light, in its lighter form, on a more expanded form, on a more spiritual form, is water, or is something that we call water. Okay? Because what we call something and what that thing is, it's two completely different things, right? But water, as we see it in this realm, okay, it's like light on a higher frequency and vibration, in a higher perspective of things. But to create things down here physically, we have to use light. Okay, that's the key word for external manifestation, external power, external influence, is you being able to transform lighter light that is vibing on a higher frequency and vibration. You transform that light into a more dense light, into a more dense shape and form, because the things outside of us are more dense than the things inside of us. And we must know, as magicians, as alchemists, as creator gods, we must know how to take those inner lights and transform it into external light. Okay? And crystals and gems help very much, because they are containers of light, of physical light. So light, physical light, is the physical representation of a spirit, of any spirit, intention, desire, and will. So that's why crystals and gems can contain intentions and can be a holder, a placer, an anchor for a part of your individuality, because that individuality transforms into frequency and vibration, that transforms into light, and crystals hold light. And each crystal is vibing on its own frequency and vibration. So one thing that you need to know to perform geomancy, okay, is to know the crystal, know what frequency and vibration that crystal accepts, that crystal expands, and that crystal reflects. Okay, that's an important part. You have to know the crystal. You have to know what lights the crystal hold in, what type of lights the crystal reflect. So that's why crystals and gems work, because they absorb light or they reflect light. Because you can use like this this obsidian, which is wrapped in copper, its purpose or its function or the the thing that the obsidian does best is reflect light. Okay, so there are crystals that their work or their job is to reflect light, because you must use those crystals as your tools. You must have a purpose for the crystal. You must have a work, a function for that crystal. Otherwise the crystal will use you. If you do not know how to use the crystal is using you. If you don't know what you're doing, the crystal will only harm you, because the crystal has its own frequency and vibration. The crystal uses its own type of light. So if you don't know how you are using the crystal, if you are not using the crystal in the right way, which is very subjective, the crystal will project its light into your awareness, and you will behave, you will think, you will feel, you will manifest things that the crystal wants. And it must be the way around. You influence with your light, with your individuality, the crystal, and then the crystal manifests or help you manifest the things you want. And that's how you use the crystal. You put your light, you put your individuality, you put your intention into the crystal. Okay? And then that crystal will help you remember, or will help you do a certain thing in a better way, or it will certain crystals can help you attract certain things. Certain crystals let you repel certain things. Certain crystals let you maintain certain things. Certain crystals and gems let you clean. Okay, and that's what you need to know. And this series that I'm starting with this video will be about that. I will talk about a crystal individually. I will talk about types of crystals, and that's it. Okay, so to begin this series, now let's get into, now that I explained why crystals work, why I think and why I know that crystals work, okay, more physically, let's explain to you the more general concept, okay, two things that it's very important to you to know, that will help you know what type of crystal you are working with. And it's the color of the crystal, and it's the shape and form of the crystal. Okay? So the color of the crystal will help you know what frequency and vibration the crystal is producing or reflecting. Because the frequency and vibration that the crystal is in will attract certain spirits that want to experience shapes and forms that can be produced in that space, in that frequency and vibration. So, a quick run-up. I think I have a video talking about colors. If I do not have, I will make a video about colors. So very quickly, for example, if a crystal is red, like this carnelian, it's vibing in a frequency and vibration of desire, of creating something for the first time, or being aware of something for the first time. It is also in a frequency of a vibration of motivation or strong will, for an example. If a crystal is yellow, like this citrine, but this crystal is very clear, then inside of the colors pocket there is the tone, and I will explain that later as well. Yellow, it attracts spirits that participate in gullibility, happiness, seeing something externally, all right? Then we have green, like this pyramid, shape and form, very important, this pyramid, green ruby in Zyosite. Green lets you attract and grow in something, lets you be more familiar and enjoy more personally with your heart something, okay? And it lets you attract very much. Attract you. Green lets you attract and be bountiful, be abundant. Then we have this blue, also pyramid, lapis lazuli, with granite, I think, I don't remember. So blue helps you communicate more comfortably, lets you communicate more diplomatically, lets you communicate with no aggression, with impartiality or partiality, depend on the way that you are using, right? Then we have this purple amethyst. Purple is like uh, being ripped, something completing its stage. The fruits that are purple in this realm are one of the best fruits to consume because the spirits that created those fruits are ready to transform into a higher form of their existence. For example, an animal, or go to a human, or go directly to an oversoul, or directly to a star, because they are already completing the cycle that they are in. So the amethyst is purple because the spirits that created the amethyst were completing a cycle, and the light that the amethyst holds in is only purple. Otherwise, the amethyst will have another color, right? Why it's purple? Because the spirits in it and the spirits that she contains or that she attracts are in that higher frequency and vibration, right? Then black, the color black, lets you reflect in external lights and helps you contain internal lights. So it helps you contain your emotions and lets you reflect the impact that external actions or external events have in your own internal emotions. So you can use that for separation. You can separate yourself from the external world and remain isolated in your own space, right? So that's the basic of the colors. Then I will be more specific when I talk about the crystal in itself. Then shapes and forms. Shapes and forms is more specific because every crystal, like every carnelian is red, but almost no one will have the same shape and form, right? So the shape and form helps you go more in depth to that crystal in specific. And just going back a little bit to the colors of the crystal, the tone of the color will determine the intensity of that crystal and gem. Uh, how deeper the tone is, the more powerful, the more dense, powerful as in 3D world, the more dense, the more fleshly world that crystal will be. For example, this carnelian is very clear, right? So it attracts spirits that are passionate, but in a more lighter form, in a more emotional form, not so physical, not about physical strength, more about emotional strength, because fire is the external part of the internal part, right? So this can express you better, more lightly your feelings and your visions, right? And then you have the opposite being opaque like this or like this. It doesn't let light in. And then you have more clear crystals, more transparent, they let light in. But this citrine is so clear that the light passes through. But this amethyst is more nebulized, more like a cloud inside. So it lets light in because it's clear, but it holds light in. So this is a crystal to hold in your imaginations because it's purple, hold in higher meanings and reasonings because you see the completion of a cycle, you have a more broader perspective of your experiences, and you have a clear vision of your dreams and imaginations. And with the amethyst, you can hold in, you can be a container to those dreams and imaginations. While the citrine is yellow, so it's correlated to the third chakra. That's right. Red crystals and black crystals, first chakra, root chakra. Orange and clear blue or more deep blue crystals, almost blue, almost black. Second, sacral chakra, yellow or light red crystals. Third chakra, solar plexus, green, light blue, and like pink, light pink. Earth, heart chakra, fourth chakra, blue, um, this greenish, bluish green, fifth chakra, throat chakra, purple, pink, then um, you have certain combinations of colors that are associated with your first eye chakra, and then more metallic can be more gray, can be fifth chakra, throat chakra, can be seventh chakra, okay? Because then a red crystal can resonate with your heart chakra if you have a lot of aggressiveness, or if you have a lot of motivation in your heart chakra. Then you have to know yourself as well. But that's the citrine is very clear, right? So it lets light pass through your solar plexus. So this citrine in specific, helps me digest life, digest others' actions, digest my actions. It lets me be more confident and be more fluid because the light passes through. I'm not blocking any light. I'm not containing. I'm not holding grudges about others or my actions. I'm just being myself, because that's the main reason why I'm in this world, to express myself, right? And then you can do very interesting things with crystals. You can put them on a wand. It's like a system, all right? I have this mini fire wand. It's very cool because it is crystals that I associate with the fire element, with being able to have visions, to express your feelings, to have lighter feelings that resonate, that are more closer to your spirit and more closer to your individuality, right? And then and then there are crystals that can store digital information, like the selenite or quartz. White quartz are used in clocks, in watches. Some crystals are used in computers because they can reflect, or then they can create systems of light. Then I will go in deeper. Maybe that will be a video to my Patreon. Okay. Remember also to check my Patreon. I will leave the link below in my link tree. Check out my Instagram as well. It's going to be on the link tree as well. My SoundCloud and my YouTube in Portuguese, if you want to check it out. Because then you can make bracelets with crystals as well, and that's very interesting because the bracelet is around your wrist. Is like around yourself. It's like you have a group of crystals surrounding yourself. So bracelets is one of the strongest physical forms to use a crystal, but they will be very influential in you. They will be very strong in you. If you don't know what you are doing, the bracelet can be too strong to you. So just begin. If you are a beginner, no, I'll make a video about beginner. Okay, so then you can make it in wands. You can put the M in wands. You can wrap copper or other metals around them. You can use them to make spells. You can use them to make rituals. You can use them to make certain alignments. You can use them to do bedroom spells that deals with more privacy and you taking a peek into behind the curtains, because there are crystals that only hold in lights that we can't see, internal lights. Like this amethyst is way more dealing with the subconscious. It's way more resonating with intuition and first eye. It's way dealing with feelings and dreams that we can't see. We can't logically talk about it. We can't logically write about it. We can't logically extract meanings and reasonings. We have to do with our feelings, with your intuition, while the citrine is more dealing with external actions, things that we can see, lights that we can see. You know what I'm saying? So crystals and gems are geomancy is a beautiful art, is a beautiful witchcraft, and don't use it to hurt others or to influence others. You will only be filling your crystals with blood, all right? And you don't want that. Very, very important, I almost forgot, is like uh, um, maybe I'll do a video in how to use the crystal, because then you do need to charge the crystal, okay, with sunlight, with moonlight, with your own intention. Then the crystal will be fully charged. The spirits inside of the crystal will be very happy and they will be very willingly to work for you because you have taken care of them. Okay? Because remember, these stones, these rocks, they are alive in a certain way. They have consciousness, they have awareness. It's just the percentage level, it's very low. Their awareness is very dense in comparison to our awareness, because we are the dragons of this realm. We are the most wise spirits of this realm. So we have more influence of crystals and gems, of bugs, or over animals, because we are more experienced spirits that have created more superior shapes and forms, aka our bodies and mentalities. And the crystals and gems are a more physical, lower in density representation of our creations. So they can help you bring your dreams, your imaginations, your intentions into reality via people, places, and things. That's like the general or the ultimate goal to use a crystal and gem is to help you clean something, find something, help you manifest something into your life, help you protect from something, help you fight certain thoughts and feelings that you might be struggling with, help you remember something, help you forgetting something. They can help you attract something. They can help you increase your creativity. They can help you increase your memory. They can help you increase your health. They can help you increase your physical strength. They can help you increase your emotional strength. They can help you increase your mental strength. They can help you increase your spirituality. They can help you increase your power by you being in your individuality. It's a whole world. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. It helped my channel, my message get across. If you like geomancy, leave a comment below. If you want some help, don't hesitate emailing me at esotericsurfer69 okay? If you want a natal chart reading, also contact me on my Instagram. The link will be in the description. Contact me in my email, esotericsurfer69 at gmail.com. And until the next time, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Enjoy your crystals and gems. This is the beginning of a series, and I hope you continue watching. I hope you enjoy my content. I hope you enjoy my individuality, because I sure do. And talking about that, being an individual, it's the only way to maintain your sanity in this crazy world out here, and be aware of the tidal waves. Until the next time, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out. And as Dolo says, shout out to Dolo as well. Shout out to my partner, beautiful soul Daria. Shout out to all of the Real Soul Group members. And crystals and gems, they let you know what kind of shit you be in, right? Till the next time, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Have a nice one.